Last night was really warm, actually, even with how windy it was. Around 1:30, there was some people walking around in the bushes, though. Heavy steps. Not too curious, because it just went away. But I didn't anticipate how bad the slope was. For my tent, I don't think you can even really see it. But it's, I'm I'm sliding most of the way anyway. Overall, not a bad night of sleep, I guess. It's a beautiful morning. I was out in these trees last night. That was where the wind protection was. Whew, I don't know where to go. I think it's about 2 miles and then a little bit of an extra water. There we go. A little shelter from the wind. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? To water. That's where I go. So I found this nice little area to get my water. Refilling. On the way here, I actually ran into none other than Tree Trunks and Sampson. And Sampson is working with his trail name now, which is Freebird. That was really cool to see them actually, because I was expecting them to be way far ahead. But nope, they stopped up at Idlewild. They're going to stop up again on Sunday, which, I'm fixing to start, stay there, tomorrow, Saturday. And yeah, so it was good to see them. I caught their number this time, so this way we'll be able to stay in track. And I had to hike about an extra mile to get here, but I left my backpack up at up at the trailhead, pretty much in a hidden spot, somewhat hidden. And man, coming down the hill, it was like I was walking on the moon. No, not having 20-ish, 30-ish pounds on my back. So nice. Look at all those baby mountains. Aren't they cute? So tiny. All right, so that little extra mile down and extra mile back kind of kicked my butt. And I'm trying to push today to make it to Idlewild tomorrow. So I believe in myself, but it's like another 15 miles to water. Yes, this is a trail. Thank you for pointing that out. This section is still uphill, so it's still killing me, but it's much nicer because of the trees. But check that out. Some of the burn areas here too. So you have burnt up trees and ashes and cinders on the ground, and then all the live ones next to it. Whew. Up we go. Nice little shady spot for me to stop off and have some lunch. You know, I figure my pack after the resupply is unbelievably heavy. So I will have lunch, make my load lighter, one bite at a time. How do you carry an elephant? One bite at a time. Well, that's not quite how the saying goes, but it works now. Now I know a question was asked about what do I eat? So this might be a good time to actually address that. See, I have my tortillas, so that's good. And then I have tuna packets, and today it's wild caught albacore white tuna. Pretty straightforward and basic, but it has more protein than one egg. If anybody knows any foods that have more proteins than like a dozen eggs, let me know, so then I could like lift this mountain instead of have the, you know, lift myself up the mountain. Anyway, I didn't get some of the Baby Bell cheese because you know they keep because they have the coating and the wax. So that's good to have those around. And then I wash it down with some Mio water. Today's flavor is black cherry. It's pretty good. And then I have for I guess not dessert, but for finishing it up, there's a whole bunch of dried fruit and vegetables that I have, and some beef jerky. So yeah, that is also usually what my dinner consists of too. I have top ramen in there too for salt. Oh no! Get back here! Get back here! Oh wow! Okay, don't litter. Yeah, and there's some other stuff too, but that is primarily what my meals look like. Maybe there's some other snacks in there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have hot Cheetos and Fritos mixed in a bag. And I think that's all I remember. But there's probably other stuff. Anyway, there's a view of what I eat daily. All right, now that lunch or brunch is done, one thing that a trail angel taught me, I do every single time, whether I open my pack or not. Every time I sit down, you do an idiot check. You look around, you make sure you didn't leave anything behind. Because it is very easy to just get up and go and forget something simple, something small. And then, well, you're kind of out of luck unless somebody's nice enough to find it and bring it and you somehow run into them. I mean, it happens, but better to do an idiot check. I heard some sections were bad, but I didn't know they were this bad. Oh, I made it. Okay. Nothing can stop me. And if you think about it, that was like a gate. It was like nature's gate. So, why not? We could just count that as a gate. Always nice to be reminded. You know, oh my gosh, look at that lake. Wow, that's really cool. So I mean, wow. So I was about to say, I was walking, right? And I looked up and I saw this majestic falcon or eagle or some kind of bird of prey, but probably a falcon. Anyway, he caught the wind. Oh, there was a 244 right there. Just ran the bushes. All right, so falcon catches the wind and just gets picked up and is gliding all gracefully and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, in the evolutionary arms race of things, birds had the right idea. Here we are, dragging our knuckles across the ground to travel, and birds are like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my energy doing that. I'm just going to let the wind take me places. And then they did. Now, granted, humans have really big brains and they get jealous and they're like, you know what? We're going to make things that fly faster than you can possibly conceive. But when all's said and done, the birds did it first. They had the first big step. They had the right idea. Why couldn't we just do both? Why couldn't we fly and have big brains? That would be nice. Okay, you guys, it's happened. Now there's a really big one in the way. What shall I do? Oh, I'll go this way. All right. If you can't beat them, juke them. So there's actually quite a few of those trees that fell, you know, in the path. And, you know, I know there's a lot that are coming up ahead. My thought is just like, at some point that tree came down. I hope there was like nobody around when that happened. I don't care about that philosophical question. I hope there was no one around to hear it. I don't care if it made a sound. Because some of those trees are big, they're heavy, and well, it would just be a bad day to be anywhere near it. Oh, check it out, lizard. Lizard. That was 240. Let's see what's 2. Oh, well, there's another. Oh, lizard palooza. Okay, let's see, 240. Let's see. The first one was 245, so 246. All right, so 246. Give or take. I'm sure at the end of this, there's going to be a margin of error, but we'll call that 246, 247. Oh, lizards everywhere. Hopefully there were no lizards under the trees when they fell too. I really I need to stop looking up because I keep seeing sights and they make me stop. I'm just like, wow. Oh my God. I'm never gonna make it to Idlewild because I just keep getting blown away by the sights. And here's a couple of trees that were burnt. A little background on the burns around here. A couple of years ago, there's an idiot that was driving down the roads. On purpose, he threw out some road flares, trying to start some fires, and he did. You know, I mean, every couple of years, the mountain will catch fire. I mean, that's just how it goes. But he threw quite a few down over quite a distance, and you only have so much manpower to work on these things, and so much water, so much equipment, and you can't tell. The wind is definitely not on your side around here. But yeah, that guy, I hope he's still in prison, and I hope he stays there. Hey guys, check out this post. Nailed it. Kinda got half of this one. I gotta do the limbo for this one. Oh, hiker limbo. Oh, freaking A. Okay. Okay. That wasn't at all graceful. Man, short people have the advantage in this section. Also, look at this tree. How burnt that, so this one is. Yeah, this is definitely the burn section. So after everything burnt, because nature is resilient in its ways, but obviously big trees take a large amount of time to come back. Oh, you suck. But bushes, things like that, not as long. And there's a particular shrub or brush or bush that took advantage. Okay. There we go. Took advantage of the post-burn area, and it's called like dog brush or something like that. And I don't know what it looks like, but apparently it's growing a lot around here, and it acts like poison ivy. So I'm not excited to touch everything, if you catch my drift. Okay. Wow, it's slow going with all of the trees that are down. But yeah, so fortunately I have long sleeves and gloves, because I've never messed with poison ivy or anything like it, and I'm not particularly interested in trying my first time with dog brush on the PCT. Now here's a neat little thing, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. One of the things I love about pine is that, well, every bit of it just about is edible. You can make a tea out of these, or you could just put them in your mouth and chew on them. And they taste a lot like citrus. So that's pretty nice. Good little trail treat. Now, when I was learning about this, I was told pine is fine, but by no means ever put like U in, YEWU in your mouth, because that's poisonous. But I mean, they don't look at all alike, so you can't really confuse them. I guess because they're both evergreens. But pine is quite good. The outer bark is not edible, but the inner bark is. I think the roots are edible, and the nuts in the pine cones are edible. I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but most of the pine tree is actually edible. The more you know. Someone was either a trail angel or they didn't do an idiot check, in which case they became an involuntary trail angel. So I know that a lot of people, when they're making videos like this, they'll make action shots. That entails doing the obstacle. So say it's like a tree in the way. So I climb over the tree, I set up the camera, I go back over the tree, and then I come over the tree again looking like I didn't ever come over the tree before. That's a lot of effort. Do you think that I'm going to go through that much effort for a shot? You're higher than I am, and I'm on a mountain. Just had a nice little sit down with some hikers. It was first it was Manny. He's actually got a YouTube channel going, Manny on the Trail. And then Yeti came up. He was a guy that I met the other day. And I didn't know it, but he has like this giant social media presence of on TikTok and Instagram of like 1 million people. He said that his trip is pretty much paid by his social media. Everything he got, all of his gear is free. And he is, Jay crushes it. So, wow. I am a dwarf among giants here. Yeah, I have a sign. Kind of feeling like I do right now. Just going up these hills. Ooh-wee. If I could just fall over and just lay there. Oh, that just sounds comfortable right now. 273, eyeballing me. Oh yeah, there's lots of damage around here from that fire. Lots of stuff all over. I'm glad I don't have to climb over this. That's very fortunate. Look how thick this one was. This was somebody count those rings. That was an old tree. Yeah, you see it's slow going. When I said I was going to Canada, I didn't know how to have to climb so many trees. Nice little stone house. Look, I think I got a little gardener snake there. And he's got something in his mouth, I think. Yeah, he got a little lizard. Whoa. That's so cool. Eat up, buddy. Nice view. Wish I had some of that water here though. Okay, so here's a cool spot. Yeah. You can see almost, well, yeah, you can see east and west. Very nice. All right, got another sign. Now I gotta figure out which way I'm going. Whatever way has water. So you see the problem with this section is the water is always like 2 miles of an alternate. So right now and this morning, I did an extra 2 miles this morning, you know, just to get the water. And right now I'm doing another mile, and then I'll do another mile up for this water and to get back to where I left off. Man, oh man, what we do for that water. It's precious. Go and think a plumber. Think the nearest plumber that you know.